but while he's not, g'day, and welcome to the 17th episode of Dungeons and Dingoes, a podcast where a bunch of blokes and Sheilas scream shit and cunt and roll dice. Sometimes they're mostly digital. Sometimes they just don't work real nice, even when someone's like super sus. But here we are.
I only wanted to make
Didgeridoos.
a small comment that we can hear the panic in your voice.
Okay.
Trying to get it done
Hello.
before he comes back.
I am.
It is
Korga.
me,
Oh, I see,
your
I see.
boy.
You
Get it
missed
down
it.
because
Good.
Okay.
did I miss the intro?
Yeah,
Curses!
no, it's like sped through it.
God
First.
damn it! I had this whole thing planned. It was gonna be great,
Too late.
I'm so
but
sorry.
also, I asked the DM because I'm a nice player, and he said no. So here we are.
Yeah. We'll save that for endgame, and then
We'll
can
save
make
that for later. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a couple.
Or
of
just jim the camera at some point. It's fine,
Exactly.
maybe. But so last we left off, the party semi-split. Korga and Soth had rode off ahead of the rest to the town of Phandalin to
Goddamn right.
also Korga flipping them off the entire way. It was a beautiful sight. The rest of the party made camp and went to sleep for the rest of the night. When halfway through, Gundren, their benefactor, got up for the middle of the night, partway into Lothran's watch, and told him he had to go and drop a dump. And so he disappeared after leaving a sword dug into the ground. Lothran looked at the sword, went, "Oh, that's weird," and then went back to his watch. About half an hour passed and didn't see any dwarves. So we went, "That's real weird." Had a quick look, didn't see him, and then went into the rest of his trance until the morning. Told his party members in the morning that dwarves just kind of got up and fucked off, and here we are. Effectively. Sword. The bulk of the party, mostly now packing up camp, and after a brief discussion, starting to head back to Phandalin, where Korga and Soth had gone for a couple morning bevies at the inn. So start with the main bulk of the party. You guys deadlining it to town. So now at this point it's probably about 7:30 or so in the morning.
Yeah, straight down the road. There once was an elf that took to the forest now. That's the elf songs, by the way.
Way, hey, the Korgaman comes to bring us sugar and tea and rum.
Or some elf rendition. Anyways, shall we continue down the road? Perhaps we should catch up to Korga, everyone.
Yes.
Excellent. Onwards. In between singing, of course.
I'm not singing.
So you guys make your way south towards Phandalin, still in like the plains at the moment. Yeah, the sky's fairly clear, but you do see in the distance some darker clouds far off to your, at this point, to your left.
Oh my, there was some
So-
rather dark clouds off to our left. Interesting.
But you carry on without incident, passing through the grassy plains and eventually refinding the Tribord Trail, which carries you south down towards Phandalin. Overall, it probably takes you about 6 or so hours to get back to town. So you're reaching there about early midday, or early afternoon rather, early midday. Korga, were you prepping anything, or would you like to do anything? And you've got half a day to yourself, and Soth, you guys just kind of sitting there having a couple beers. Eventually, the bartender does come over to you and is like, Helga was saying about how you disposed of those red brands. So the next beers are on me, and he gives you a bit of a wink and puts down 2 jugs.
Oh,
And then,
wow, thanks.
"Oh, thank you." And then he
Honestly.
goes on.
I would have done it for free, so cheers.
Oh, well, they're already poured, so There's that.
Yes.
And he goes and starts wiping down the end of the counter. Soth looks to you and goes, well, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I do say so. Very good. Proceeds to pull.
My immersion.
HD sipping sound effects.
So ASMR.
ASMR.
Delicious.
Right, well, Soth, I'm gonna go and speak to Suldar, if you don't mind.
No, I'll be here, mate. Someone's got to
Yeah.
drink these.
Absolutely. Hold on, I'm just gonna take this jug with me. Alright, I'll see you later.
Yep. See you soon. And you head out the tavern, and you do see the. Actually, I might as well go for a map change because it beat that time. You see the town's not bustling per se, but people are around and about. So there's a couple of families. You see like a woman carrying like a water pail with two kids running around, chasing each other down the street. And
Ew.
yeah, no,
Hard to
the
practice.
kids were not pretty.
That's a weird statement to make.
I mean, sometimes you look at a kid and you go, ugh.
I do it all the
Right.
time.
Ugh. What is that thing?
But you do see to your south the town hall, and you see like a fatter kind of man hammering a post-it note, well, not post-it note, like a sign to it.
Oh, no
I
shit.
guess.
Has this town finally got a quest board? That'll be wild. I'm gonna walk on up to him. Hey, sir, how you doing?
And you walk on over to him, and you see he's fat man, balding on top, and he's got like long grey stringy hair, and he turns and goes, yeah, I'm okay. There, sir. Just hanging one of those there quests.
No.
And he shakes a little bit, and you see the paper that hasn't been nailed to the board properly slip from his hand and slowly glide to the ground.
It looks like you dropped your paper there, buddy.
I sure did. And he bends down, picks it up, and goes, you wouldn't happen to be one of those them there adventurers that got rid of the red brands, would you?
Yep, we doing the killing? Yeah, that's me.
If you're not busy, that is, I do have
I am the cream of the crop.
I have a task if you're not busy.
Ooh, that solely depends. Kinda on a half a day time limit right now.
Oh, I see. I think it'll take more than half a day, but if you like, and he hands the paper out towards you, and he goes, there's some orcs there to the east that I wouldn't mind disposed of.
Yes. I do like disposing of orcs. Please, I'll keep this in mind.
Thank you. And he kind
I'm
of
gonna roll it up and stash it away.
easy, and he's like, well, good day. And he
I'll be
bows to
seeing you soon.
Okay.
And
And
I awkwardly go in for a handshake. Oh,
as
just
he's
pat
like
his
gone
head.
to, yeah, as he's gone to like turn away, it's just caught him off guard. He's like,
Oh, very smooth on top.
yeah.
Good day. And I,
Good day. And he scurries away into the town master's hall. You watch him like barely conceal his power walk. As he,
man, probably has to shit.
and then you read this parchment and it says, $200 gold reward for killing the orcs located near the Wyvern Tor to the east.
$200 dues. That's some dope shit.
So,
I will
so
keep
nice
this in
payout.
mind. I wish to proceed to finding Soldar.
Right. And it doesn't take long. You did recall in passing once he said he'd be hanging out near the townmaster's hall as well. Anyways, so you slightly awkward, not to you, but open the door, and then as you walk in, you see like a counter ahead of you with a clerk, a female clerk behind it, and you see the same kind of older fat man off to the side who looks to the now open door, sees you kind of stooping a little bit to get in, and he goes, "Oh, I've got to do some business out back," and you see him disappear into a door
Yeah,
behind.
I'm just. Fuck.
But to one of the like a desk table to your left, you do see Sildar currently writing on some parchment, and he looks up to you and goes, "Oh, Korga, oh,
Oh, there you are,
how are you
Sudal.
doing?"
Yeah, I am well. How are you doing?
"I'm not too bad today. Just sorting out some of the finances."
Yes, I understand. Walk on over. Is there a chair around?
Yeah. There's a couple chairs at the desk he's sitting at on the other opposite
Alright.
side to him.
All right, I'm gonna pull up a chair and I'm gonna sit down. But whilst I do that, I'm just going to raise my cloak just so that it's easier to sit down. Very akin to like a kilt of some sort.
Yep.
Dick's hanging out and whatnot. So we have 100% completed the task that you gave us.
Oh, very good. The crag moors are no more.
Yeah, completely gone. It's an absolute fucking blood tsunami. They're all dead. In fact, I'm gonna rummage through my shit and pull out the mage's head, pop it on the table. Do you know this man?
As you pop it down, you see like an instant flash of recognition on his face. You go, "Oh, I do. That's Lord Albrecht. I guess now it's just Iano."
Oh, he's just a head.
Yeah, well, that is indeed his head, as a like slack-jawed head.
I raise it up and I kind of just like move his jaw and I twist the head towards me. Oh, yes, I'm just a... No. Yes, you are, you dumb head. Pop it back down on the table.
He goes, "Well, normally I'd be upset at his passing, but with this note that you gave me before, it seems he was intent on working with this black spider. So good riddance, I say, and thank you for your service. I will."
Does he have a place of residence around here?
No, he's originally from Waterdeep, like myself, but he came a little bit before, about 2-3 weeks before I did,
I see.
to scope out the area and see if he could handle some of the issues, but apparently immediately turned coat and joined the adversary.
I see. I take it was probably his room then that we had seen at the Red Brand's hideout.
Yeah, I'd say so, unfortunately. It's where I found this note, and he kind of pulls the note out from behind him, like a old binder.
Well, I have some good news. We did find your dwarvish friend.
Oh, good. Oh, Gundren's alive?
Yeah,
Is
actually,
he-
surprisingly.
Oh, and
Yeah.
you see him, like, relax and kind of chill a bit, and he goes, "Oh, good.
Yeah.
Is he here?"
He's with the other. He's not here right now. He's actually with the the rest of the party. We had a slight disagreement, and myself and Soth, who is currently in the inn, went on ahead.
I see. Well, if he's safe, that's good news.
Yes, he seems to be in great condition too.
Oh, great condition. Oh, that's better than I could have hoped.
But while I'm here, I was just wondering if I could collect the reward for this quest.
Yes, absolutely. I was I finished up the paperwork just last evening. Let me just. He flips through a couple pages. Goes, I'll go get that for you right now. And he walks over to
Thank you.
the desk and the clerk, and they exchange a couple words. And then the clerk hands him a sizable sack of gold, and he brings it back over and places it on the table ahead of you. He goes, "The agreed upon 500 gold.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. You've done myself and this town a great service."
Anytime.
Thank you. Please, I've got a couple matters to attend, but once
Yes, no
Gundren
worries.
arrives, please let me know.
That'll be no problem. I'm just gonna head back to the inn and speak to Soth.
Of course, no worries.
Farewell.
Very well. And he sticks his hand out for a shake.
Ah. Yes,
And
very good.
Roll for
Yeah,
shaking hands.
Farewell.
Yeah. Very well. See you. Hopefully soon.
Hold on, I gotta just wipe the blood. Sorry.
Of course. Yep. Of course.
There you go.
Go for a fist bump.
Thank you. And you shake hands, and he goes back to his work.
Back onto the inn.
You back to the inn, and he finds Soft, and he's about halfway through the jug at this point. I goes, Korga. Told you I'd be here.
Yeah. You weren't kidding. You doing all right there? What
Yeah.
number's that?
Oh, the same jug. It's all good. Still going.
Oh, cool. Man, you're a slow drinker, aren't you?
Well, I didn't want to drink it all while you were gone.
Yeah. I produced the empty jug. Pop it down on the table.
He goes,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, we'll just have to get more.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna pop the gold onto the table. So this is our payment from Sodar.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
Well,
Now
I
I'm
guess
going to take half.
I see. Should we wait for the party?
Nope.
Oh,
At least I don't think so.
fair enough. And he'll take the sack, and well, the sack will just kind of sit there and might as well drink from it. And he'll pull a couple gold out and put it on the counter. At that
Nice.
point. But did you have anything else you wanted to do or prep? Well, not prep, but
Yeah, I suppose I'm going to empty the cart.
yep. You pull out the couple items. Yeah, Soth grabs his hand axes and puts them back on his person, and you grab the rest of your items, and no issues.
Just, hey Soth,
Yeah,
just so
yeah,
you know, if the sword turns up, I don't know if it's going to, but if it does, I feel like we should probably punish the person who took it.
absolutely. Yeah, that was pretty weird. How that sword.
Yeah, I don't know how fucking idiots were supposed to be looking after the cart.
Yeah, guess they slacked off.
Yeah, probably slacking each other off around the corner of the castle.
Because
Bunch of bitch boys. Anyway, commence the time skip.
yeah, and time skip commences. Camera view of the sun as it kind of reaches the zenith of the sky and goes a little bit past, and the rest of you arrive back in town as well. No issues, but fully rested and a little bit tired from half day's journey.
I say, that was a rather long walk. I sort of dust my clothes off. How's everyone holding up?
I guess I'm just like stretching and just like my joints kind of popping a little bit, like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Could have done with the wagon ride there.
I mean, y'all walked there. I'm gonna go to the shop and just go get my shit.
Somebody say shopping episode. I'm joking.
Please, no shopping episodes.
But you love shopping episodes. Reckon
No.
I will go to the smithy myself, actually, because I realized that I have stuff in my inventory.
Ah, fair enough.
Shopping.
It is just a shopping episode.
Shopping!
Oh, yeah, like Lawrence just like skips like excited to spend his gold.
Yep.
I do imagine, yeah, he like skipped arms
Like
up,
he's literally
"Woo!"
skipping.
That's what all the Luluses do when we need to go. I mean, the Einswolds, rather.
Yeah.
He's like an old man that looks like the KFC mascot, like skipping through town.
Exactly. I'm literally Colonel Sanders right now.
Oh god.
He's
Very
just
nice.
one happy boy.
He's one happy boyo.
One
So-
happy old man child boy.
Yeah. Adventure and such. Kana, so you were going to the shop. So which shop were you going to? Were you going to Barthen's or the Lion Shield Costa?
The Lion Shield. I think that's the one I didn't go to last time.
Yeah, no, you didn't go there previously.
Yeah.
Well, for a little while at least. So
Yeah.
you head to the Lion Shield, and within you see Linen there behind the counter. Looks like she's stocking a couple of things under the counter bench itself. And she looks up at you again and goes, "Oh, hello again. How can I help you?" And she stands and thrusts herself off a little.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking for some incense, charcoal, and herbs. Do you have any?
Yeah, I think I've got a bunch of that kind of stuff around. And she looks around the room a little bit and goes, yeah, there. And she comes around the counter, and one of the like lower shelves, she moves like the front of like a crate out of the way. Bless me, rather, whatever. I'll bless myself, I don't care. And she'll move a couple of things out of the way, and she pulls out a small bundle. It's like, these are all the instances we have. I haven't shelved them yet per se. How much were you after?
How much do you have?
I'll have a check. And she goes over to the counter and she opens like the rack that they were in. The cats are all out. And she goes, I think I've got about 25 gold worth in total.
I'll take it all.
Take it all. Alrighty, you like your scents, I guess. And she like redoes the wrap and gets out the fantasy equivalent of duct tape and just kind of puts 2 rounds around it to keep it sealed. And she goes, that'll be 25 gold. Please.
Yep, I'll hand her the gold.
Do it, and she slides it across the counter for you. She goes, that'll probably put me out of that kind of stuff for a while, though, just so you know.
Doesn't bother me.
Fair enough. Well, is there anything else you were looking for?
No, that's it.
That's it?
That'll do me.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for your business, and glad to see you're doing okay.
Thank you. And I'd also like to double check the other one as well while I'm here.
Cool. You
The
go
other
to
shop,
check
back.
Barthen's, and it's kind of like skip a little bit of roleplay, but yeah, he currently doesn't have any census yet at the moment.
Oh, okay.
He's still
Never mind then.
slowly trying to sort out orders for more.
I just want to say, every time you say Barthen's, I think you're about to say Bath and Robbins for some reason.
Yes,
I think
the
I just
old,
want
Shops
ice cream.
down the road.
ice cream shop of old.
They sell
Ye old ice cream shop.
Ice cream.
ice cream.
Melted sludge because they got no refrigeration.
And we use ice spells to make it cold, but it doesn't last
Yeah,
very long.
the fancy ones get to use magic.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's why they're expensive as shit.
Yeah.
All about that. Oh, what you talking about?
Yeah, well, if the other shop doesn't have anything, I'll probably just go to the inn and
Yeah.
have a pint.
All right, so you head to the inn and you got to have a pint. Lawrence, you've gone to the smithy.
Cool. Yep. I'll go in and be like, "Good day, blacksmith."
And he goes, howdy, how are you How are you doing this morning?
Hello, how fares business?
Better since you guys have been in town, but
I
so
can imagine. Cool.
Pretty
Well, I'm going to pull out my short bow, these 2 long swords, and my crossbow. I'm gonna. I don't think I'll be requiring the use of these weapons anymore. The crossbow has come in rather handy, but I think I'll just stick with my regular
sorry.
rapiers. What would you give me for these, my good man?
that was
While
good.
this is happening, I'm just going to quickly mention I'm assuming we're going to be in town for long enough, so I'm also going to ritual while I'm at the inn.
You're gonna what?
I'm also going to do my ritual while I'm at the
Oh,
inn.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
Your mic like cut, so I thought you said you're gonna poo while you're here, and I'm like, you know,
I
I
we
mean,
can
mean,
take that
I
long.
might. You know, we probably have some slightly better plumbing than out in the forest.
I just noticed that none of us has taken a shit yet. Like none of us has said that. Like,
I'm going to go take a shit.
My immersion.
your emotion.
She's one of the clan. She's going to take a shit.
Those damn spiders.
This,
Takes out the damn like inn.
all right. So, because of
Yeah.
shit itself again. So you want to sell some of your items at the smithy, Lawrence?
Correct.
Yeah.
So, short bow, 2 long swords, and my crossbow. S'il vous plaît.
There he goes. We do some pre-owned here, but let me just pull out my chart of pre-loved, as we like to call them, items, and he blows off like a piece of parchment, and dust flies up. And he goes, all right. What have we got here? So you want to fuck off a short bow?
Yes, that's correct. I don't think I've really used it. I've never really cared for bows myself.
I was just gonna say quickly that Kokari went there with him, so she'd probably just sneeze, but just wait patiently anyway for her turn.
Yeah,
I do-
You did some shit.
short bow. I can give you 10 gold for a short bow.
That sounds reasonable.
Hey, gets that. And 2 short swords, was it?
2 long swords, actually.
2 long swords. I see.
Yes. Looted from goblins, if I'm not mistaken. You
Uh,
know how it is.
I'll give you 12 gold for the both of them.
Sounds good.
All right. And you
And
mentioned
finally, this crossbow.
a crossbow. Is it a? He picks it up. He goes, "Is it a heavy or is it light? I can't tell with my smithy muscles."
I do believe it's a light crossbow. I haven't had that much trouble using it either. Yes. And I was like, oh, my arms.
Yeah, your biceps are like a little bit strained. He goes, "I'll give you 10 gold for it."
All right, this crossbow has come in handy, but I think it's time to part ways. Thank you, my good man.
Well, thank you. I will make sure they find a new home.
Excellent. All right, I will be on my way. Oh, and on my way out, I glance to my glaive and point to it with my thumb on my back and like, this has been absolutely beautiful, by the way. Fantastic work.
I'm glad it's providing a good service. I like my
Thank-
my wares to do the same for everyone.
Indeed, very nice quality. All right, then, have a good day, good sir.
And you, sir. And he turns to you, Vicarius. May I help you, miss?
Yeah, I was hoping to just get some more arrows to replace the ones I've used.
Of course. I've got some fresh ones here, and
Awesome.
you're able to replenish your arrows.
Imagine
How
writing
much
down
would they
how many
cost?
arrows we've used. Yikes.
Arrows are an amount. It's, I believe,
I think it's a GP for 20.
yeah, I
or
think
something
a gold
like
for
Yeah.
20 or 5 copper each if you don't need a whole bundle.
Let's
Just probably
assume
replace the whole bundle, just in case.
Easy enough.
Cool.
I'm
I
just
was
going to
also...
remove like 4 crossbow bolts because I've totally forgot to be doing that, Lamau.
How dare you?
Yes.
I was also wondering if I could get maybe a couple of daggers.
Can absolutely. They're 2 gold apiece.
Oh, sweet. Because I'll probably be trying to yeet some of them. I'll probably just get like 4 or something.
4.
Just for now.
Easy. Yeah, he's got an ample supply of daggers at the moment.
I'd assume so.
It's like Skyrim where you smith a bunch of daggers to up your smithing real quick.
Ah, classic.
Basically. Cool. No worries. I'd pocket the daggers and like smile at him politely and give him the money.
Yep. Easy. He says, thank you for your business.
Thank you. And then I just leave, not really sure where I'm going. I'm just kind of wondering.
Easy enough.
And Lawrence is counting out his money. He's like, "Ooh, yes, oh, very good."
Alrighty. The rest of you looking to do anything, or
Yeah, I might just go into the smithy.
Spissy, as you enter, he kind of gives you a look and goes, "Good morning."
Ah, good morning, kind sir. I've travelled very far and wide after my adventures to come here, because I've heard that you sell nothing but the best wares.
It's true. I take great pride in my work.
Absolutely. Perhaps you would have two of the best short swords around in this fine establishment of yours.
I've got some good work here, and he goes and picks out a couple of short swords hanging against a rack against the wall, and lays them on the table. And they all look pretty identical. They all look sharp and well maintained. He goes, my short swords I usually sell at 10 gold a piece.
10 gold apiece, absolutely. Yes, I'll buy 2 of them, my kind sir.
2.
And while I'm here, I would like to, if possible, pick up a long sword.
A long sword? I've got one of those. 15 gold for my long swords.
Altogether, that, my friend, is 35 gold.
Aye.
So 2 short swords and a long sword.
Peek behind the screen. Does he sell the longsword that I just sold him?
No, well, you're not there. But Lothar would have come in roughly, and he sees like a bundle of weapons off to the side, and the smith has grabbed like a long sword off the rack. So,
Ah, I see.
Lothar at least
I
knows.
suppose my with some snow goblins. Yes.
Totally. So
Very nice, very nice.
2 short swords and a long sword.
2 short swords and a long sword. Easy enough, and you're able to do that. No issues. Thank you for your business.
Thank you for your eternal. And I'll walk out of the door.
Eternal. As you're like backing out the door.
Yeah.
Easy.
I suppose I'll join up with the rest of the party, hoping to get my pay, and so we can explain what happened to Mr. Dwarf, Gundren Rocksleeper man.
Easy enough, and you guys kind of congregate to the inn. Kind of as you walked in, you've seen Korga and Soth sitting there, each with like 4 empty jugs on the counter at this point, and they're just
Seems
kind
about
of
right.
talking amongst themselves.
I think I'll just like gonna give him a nod, grab a pint.
You
get
give
a
them a
room,
nod.
and
Korga, do you look to the door, or are you just in conversation with Soth?
I see at the corner of my eye
Korga,
that kind of nods, and I kind of do that weird, like, twitchy, like, turn that you see in, like, those animes, like...
Like something out of my Japanese animes.
Something like Japanese, yeah.
And I nod back. Now, Soth, what I was saying. If you took, right, all this gold, and then you invested it in blue chip stocks, you would make this back in dividends and more.
What did you say? I heard these back in Waterdeep. I heard someone thinking about making a new kind of coin, a peace coin or something. I heard that they've got a bunch of reinvestment
It's a
opportunities
bubble.
as well.
You don't want it.
No, it's the
Stay
coin.
away. It's tried and true, man. Stay away. Don't invest in coin
All right,
until they're a recognized currency.
Dogecoin.
Yeah. Oh,
Terrible plug.
yeah. Please don't buy Dogecoin. Back to
Invest in
fantasy.
board game shop.
Yeah.
Please.
Invest in your local D&D shop, please. They need your business.
D&D stop, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. All right. How are you going? Head off to alongside after giving you a nod. And so eventually the rest of you, through just critical thinking, go, they're probably at the pub. And soon enough you filter in, and yeah, you guys see the rest of the party slowly coming back together again in the pub in Korga. You see them all enter.
I'm just gonna get a room
Korga,
as
nice
well
to see you.
and go straight up.
What was that, sorry?
I'm just gonna grab a room as well and just go straight up to chill and do my ritual.
Do your ritual. Alright, no worries. The bit barkeeper goes, yes, would you like one of the nice rooms or one of the okay rooms? I should really stop
yeah.
saying that to customers.
I want a nice room.
Alright, that's 5 silver.
I
You say, alright,
I'm flicking the silver and just go straight up.
easy enough. He goes, thank you. As you walk up the stairs and find your room. The rest of you,
Back on.
I was just gonna say, nope, Hikari can go.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, is it possible I could like buy like paper and like pencils or something, and then my character just kind of like draws at a table or something, just scribbles.
the barkeeper goes, I've got a couple crayons for like
Children's
the
crayons.
young'uns. I've got some like old paper that I think someone drew on this one already, but it's the best I've got at the moment. I'm sorry.
I think more like in the market, because I was still wandering around, and then I'd
In the
eventually
market.
go in there, but I didn't want to do a role play bullshit about it when we're already
Yeah.
moved on.
In one of the like in Barthen's positions, you would definitely be able to find some paper and drawing utensils, probably for a total of like 8 copper.
Yeah, probably just get those, and then while we're at the pub, like I just kind of draw to myself, just
Easy,
vibing.
easy enough. So yeah, it probably gets you about five pages of paper, decent parchment.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right, so Kikari draws in the corner, and
Where's Gundren?
Oh, wait, before we start this,
That's why I'm in the corner. I don't want to. I don't want to be in play. I'm hiding.
This is out of character. I just trying to. Is there anything special about the longsword, like visually, the magic one?
the magic one.
Does it have like
Yeah, I know what it looks like.
Yeah, he had seen it, and it does have a different like coloured and styled scabbard. And you would have noticed as you were attuning to it, the blade itself actually has runes etched upon it, and the handle has these very small spikes, like in rings around it. So when you hold it, it digs in slightly, a little painfully, but not enough to draw blood unless you intentionally like grasp it hard, and use this ability.
Oh,
You have to grasp it hard.
grasp it hard.
Both hands even.
Grasp.
Yeah,
You're in trouble.
Before I had entered the pub, I would have hidden it, or on the way to towns, but I would have hidden it as best as I could have. Anyway.
Tucked it in the bush on the way in.
Hidden the magical sword.
Yes, hidden the magical sword. Really big, not suspicious gig bag on my back.
Alright, make a general dexterity check.
General dexterity. Wait, first failed roll of an either. 22.
22. Okay, yeah, you're able to like find a low-ish tree, but one of its branches hangs out at such an angle and it's quite covered in smaller branches and leaves that you're able to tuck it away in there, and you're pretty confident that it's pretty hidden within a branch of this tree, and yeah, you're able to head into the pub.
Okay, well, I'll be holding the longsword I just bought. Anyway, walking into the pub. And I'll walk up to Korga and hear what he said and just be like, "You will not believe what happened, my man.
Very
We got
good.
ambushed for like 60 ninjas. It was insane.
What? What do you mean you
Ninjas.
got ambushed by 60 ninjas?
You know the Twitch streamer? He was asking me for my Fortnite coin. Wait,
I say, what is this fortnight you speak
Oh,
of?
what?
What is he on about?
Have you gone bad?
I'm gonna wipe the magic mushroom dust. Anyway, I'm off my head. Anyway, yes. So small problem about Gundren. Now,
What do you mean, small problem?
well, he's a small man, and it's very easy to lose him, which becomes a big problem.
I see what you did there.
I get up and I grab Lothric. What happened?
Well, when a man needs to take a shit, a man needs to take a shit. Okay. You
Oh,
can't really
slow down.
blame me. He walked off.
Start
Into the forest.
making sense!
He walked off into the forest, and he's gone. He's gone.
I like kind of duck my head, hoping they can't see me.
Yes,
Well,
I'm afraid I can't really vouch for him, Korga. I was asleep, but it appears that that's exactly what happened. We found his sword in the bushes, I believe. You threw it away, didn't you, Lothran?
yes, but Volk took it back. It was Volk's sword. But here's the kicker. Now, I know how much you've learnt about them. They're black spiders. This sword had the black spider engraved on it when it was in Mr. Gundren Rockseeker's possession. So, conspiracy. And I'll sort of like slowly pry his hands away from me.
Who was in the room with Gundren while we were fighting the owlbear?
I'm like, I jump and then like kind of like hold the paper up so you can't see my face.
Can I perception check? Look for Kakari.
Yeah, make a perception check. Kakara, make a stealth check.
We know what my rolls are like.
His could be worse.
Yes, mine was pretty worse.
I got 16 plus 3, so 19.
I got an 8.
Lothar, in this like panic of like, whoa, you have a quick look around and you don't see Kakari around. You swear she came in with you, but at this point you're like, fuck, she's gone somewhere.
It was the elf bitch, I swear.
Oh, just chuck him aside. Oh, where's the sword? Do you still have the sword?
Volk has it last I saw. I mean, Volk has it last I saw.
It's
I
my
mean-
sword.
I put it on that like mocking.
Can I see it, please?
Here. And the sword.
And the sword. So you take the sword
I
and
take it,
it's a
throw it off the cliff.
I threw it on the.
This is a fucking message! How did you guys not see this?
I look at it again.
Where's the map? Please tell me you still have the map.
Map, you say?
Oh, I'm gonna flip the table and storm out the inn. You guys are fucking idiots!
So you're storming out the out, not the in.
wow. It's now the
That's a shit
time.
joke and you
It's
know
now
it.
the time.
And
Way
burning.
to ruin
Sorry,
immersion.
When
GG.
did Korga get fucking some life-ending knowledge?
Wait, is Korga still here?
Yeah, he's
No,
gonna
he
be
just
gone.
fucking
No, I'm
stormed out.
fucking gone.
With my
I guess I'll
sword.
just be like, go around and he's like,
No,
I
I
say,
threw it on the ground.
apologize.
I'm gonna look at the sword again to see.
Guys, I think Korga might be seeing things. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What
can
do
I
you suppose the matter is with him?
Do we still have the map?
No, Gundren
don't
had the
know.
map.
Okay. Well, I mean, what kind of Dora? Like, he's trying to leave clothes for us, but takes the most important piece.
I'm gonna pick up my sword and have a closer look at it. Is it just?
Yeah.
Is it just like a engraving? Does it actually say anything on it, or is it just a spider?
It doesn't, but yeah, there's been a spider that's been scratched into the pommel.
A spider, you
Um,
say?
Pretty similar to the spider you saw on the note that was in the Red Brand hideout.
I'm like
Yeah.
sweating profusely in the corner.
I'm gonna take another look for Kakari.
At this point, like if you're able to like walk around the room now that you're not actually being held, and you do see her like half slumped under a table, with like holding paper over her head.
I'm gonna like rip the paper out.
Hey, it cost me like 3 copper or some shit.
I'm not just gonna like rip it from out of their hands. She's like, bro, you really left me alone with Korga. You could have helped me out there, mate.
I'm like all accusing, like, you called me an elf bitch.
Yeah, I mean, you acted
You're
a bit
also
like
an elf. I like swear at him in elf. I don't know how to speak elf. Like I
Yeah.
some shit like
Yelling
that.
at each other in elf.
Yeah, we just like
Lawrence is
full
like,
have the
"Oh
full
my."
conversation in elf. Like, why would you put the
Pardon.
blame on me? I had nothing to do with it. It was in your fucking turn that he disappeared.
Yeah, well, he was blaming you, so I was blaming
well,
you, okay? It was a
yeah.
stressful situation.
Lawrence, you understand everything.
And I'm just like, oh my, I've never heard such foul language in my life.
For those who don't
Yeah,
speak
Your
Stay
mother
out
is
of
a
it, Lawrence.
toadstool or some shit. I don't know. Like,
seeing as Elvish, those around, it sounds beautiful. But
it
in
sounds like
Elvish,
we're singing or something.
yeah, but in
Gonna
Elvish,
do it.
they're just cussing out each other.
And it's like, oh goodness gracious me.
Connor,
I
you
feel
were
How could you?
faint.
How could you lose him? He was like fucking 5 foot. Okay, yeah. That's
Yeah, he's
fair
like
enough.
2'6".
Wow, that turned into a pleasant conversation.
And then you say size doesn't matter. Let's say accusingly is. Anyway, where did he go? Like, what the fuck, man? Why would you blame that on me? And what has me being in the room with the dickhead got anything to do with it? You all saw him before we left when they took off with the fucking cart.
I don't know, it was a fucking message apparently, but it's a spider. It literally looks like a spider to me.
Can I like inspect the blade to see if I see anything different about it, or is it just all unanimous? It's just a fucking spider.
Yeah, you guys can make
Yeah, have a
intelligence
look.
or history checks if you like.
Yeah, history, there we go. I feel like I rolled pretty good last time. Like, what's he seeing that I'm not?
I'm a chick, by the way.
No, I'm talking about
Oh, Korga.
Korga.
13.
Oh, I got a 20.
Oh shit!
Nat
The
20.
only time I'll ever get a 20.
Nat
Not
20?
Just looking at a picture of a spider on a sword.
So you do recall that the note that you found in the Red Brand hideout was from the Black Spider to this glass staff, the human mage that you had killed, and you figured that the fact that it's now scratched onto this sword where it wasn't before is like hearing Korga talk about a message makes you think that it is probably a message effectively saying that you've been had by Gundren, or at least seemingly by Gundren, as he's disappeared into the night after placing it in front of Lothran.
May I storm back in?
You may come back, yeah.
Yeah, I hide under the same table Kikari was hiding under.
Fucking.
You'd like take my
I'm
place.
just imagining these are like Wild West, like 2-door flat.
Oh, little
fire
saloon
thingies,
doors.
like in a saloon. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
saloon. I'm just gonna poof, and like
I ca-
everyone's like all the candles in the room blow out. A massive shadow crosses the floor, and I walk in. What did you at least go and look for, Gundren? What did you find?
I looked for it.
There
This table up with one hand.
There was well, dwarf footprints, and they were very small, and then they turned into big footprints that were not very small, and they looked like a lot like bear footprints.
I kind of mutter out loud, does he have something to do with the fucking necromancer? Probably not.
I mean, that's all I saw. There was also a bit of shit.
Oh, Katari, I see you finally come.
Oh,
Can
that's
I
what
pick-
they all
Can I
say.
pick her up?
Yeah, sure, if you
Just
want.
like, but I just.
You should roll a strength check, but like, I'm pretty light and you're pretty strong, so I don't see how it's not possible.
Are you resisting Kakari, or are you just letting it happen?
No, I'm in deep thought, so he just kind of takes me by surprise anyway.
Yeah, so you pick up Kakari.
Where is he?
Nothing. Like, he just fucking stood there looking like a stunned beast. You saw him before you left on the cart. He was with us, remember?
Tell me, did you think it was strange that Gundren was wearing the same clothes as the suspicious lady in the Ian?
Your mic is cutting out, bro.
A little bit.
Lady who
When you're
just-
getting more angry, it cuts out a bit.
Peeking it because
I
they're
just say
yelling
this
at me.
nonchalantly while you're holding me by my shirt or something, like just.
I just
longer
imagine
he
the
stays
character
angry, the
trying not
less
to
powerful.
laugh.
Discord is trash.
It is really trash, honestly.
All right.
But yeah.
Did any of you notice that Gundren was wearing the same clothes as the lady that just fucking disappeared?
He was,
Did
he
you
was
know
wearing a
now-
towel.
And now you tell me that Gundren, in quotation marks, just got up and left a fucking sword with a spider on it?
So when you do quotation marks, you just kind of throw me in the air and then do them and then catch me again or some shit? Because that's kind of
Just
cool.
one. Just
Oh,
one.
Just
hand.
one.
I like to imagine you lift both hands up, but with one hand you like shake her, and then do quotations with the other.
I mean, he is kind of small.
Yeah.
Suppose I'll finally step in and kind of put my shoulder on Korga and put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "I say, calm down. What are you trying to say, Korga? What do you know? I don't understand."
But what would I have to do with any of this? Why didn't you take him back in the cart if he was so important to you? Why did you leave
Yeah.
him with us? We had to take breaks. Like, everyone was asleep when he went missing. He was there when I was on break, when I was on watch. And then
Everyone was asleep.
I point to Lothran and be like, he was on watch when he went missing.
I stand in front of Lothran.
Yeah.
And then I say, like, in Elvish, like, that's what you get for calling me a bitch.
I slept like a baby. I'll be honest with you.
Who's the
What?
fool? The person who doesn't tell us the fucking information and gets mad at us for not knowing about it? Or the
After
people who
driving
lost
up
the
to the
stupid
sunset.
fucking dwarf who went to go take a shit, apparently?
Since I have to spell it out for you motherfuckers. A
Look,
shapeshifter has turned into Gundren and taken the map.
What's so important about this
So
map?
if I had to guess, since, apparently nothing happened in that room, or whilst you were gone, and the lady disappeared, I'm gonna go ahead and say Gundren was probably stuffed in the bathtub we found the bitch in.
They were separate though, weren't they?
At one point, yeah. But there was a couple of times you
Yeah.
popped in and out of the that room to do healing or totems.
The spiders are fucking playing with us.
That's for sure, Korga.
What's there's multiple shapeshifters?
No, there's one shapeshifter. The woman's a shapeshifter, and she turned into Gundren and knocked the fuck out of Gundren and put him in the bathtub. That's what I'm getting from this.
Hmm.
Well, we don't
Say
know
that
what
again.
happened, but we do know that we have been had.
Yeah.
You guys have been had.
Interesting.
I take no blame for this at all.
You were
A
on
man
watch.
said he had
You
to
were
take a
on
shit.
watch.
A man
I'm
said he
going
had
to
to take a
leave
shit.
and go tell all this to Suldar.
Are you still carrying me, by the way, or?
No, I'm gonna put you down first.
Oh,
On
good.
the-
So just get dragged through town or something.
For comedy, he walks three steps, and then you ask him, and you go,
And then
"Oh,
realize that I still have you.
yeah," and then put you down, and then
Thanks.
Comedy.
I like kind of dust myself off and I like curse in Elvish under my breath, which other patrons are probably like, "Ah."
Lawrence is just cringing. Ugh.
I'm gonna yell to Korga as he's leaving. Do I still get
I'll be
paid?
back. I didn't hear him.
Oh.
Carter, you definitely heard a bunch of yelling from downstairs.
Yeah, that was pretty loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna continue on with my ritual.
Someone in the
I'm not
cabin
getting
probably looks
involved.
at us and go and like shakes their head and like, "You fucking idiots," or some
Oh,
shit like.
No, yeah, the bartender, Torben, he's standing behind the bar, and his eyes are wide. He's like, he was mid-white cleaning a glass, and he's just standing there, like, shocked, like, ah.
I'm gonna sit down at a table and order.
I'm
a
gonna
drink.
I'm gonna stand up on a table and just play it off like it was all an act. And that, my friends,
Make a
was what
deception
we-
check.
I
we're
think that's
traveling.
where it came from. Also, help me.
Might
Yeah.
get some coin.
Where the fuck did Gundren go?
Also help me. So help me.
Pretending to be Korga, I'm gonna fucking kill you guys. Also, help me.
Did you say deception?
Yeah, deception.
23.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I do take tips.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you and goes, well,
Well,
Take a bow. We'll be in town for a long while.
apparently.
Thank you. Just let me know the next time you're gonna do that in my inn, please.
Suppose
Don't
I
you
go
think
up
it's
to the
more
bartender and be
exciting?
like, yeah, excitement.
It's more exciting when you don't know.
I like adjust my clothes because I probably flash the whole fucking bar because, as you can see from my picture, I'm not really wearing much.
Oh my.
I just go to the just drop like some coins on the thing. It's just like, just give me the strongest shit you got.
After
I
saying
too
that,
also go up to the bar and I kind of whisper to the bartender, be like, I'm so very sorry. I'll slip him a silver and ask for a drink while I'm at it.
Thanks, I guess. Well,
You're
thank you.
paying him for a drink.
I enjoy performances, but just a little bit of heads up would be nice. Thank you. But thank you.
Yes, our friend can be a little bit erratic, shall we say? I'm terribly sorry. So, I hope we haven't disturbed your guests too much.
And looks around the mostly empty in tavern part and he goes, it's all right. Just let me know next time. Also,
Of course.
this is hard to ask, but was this silver for your drink, or are you trying to tip me, or
Exactly, it's for the inconvenience.
I
I'm
see.
terribly sorry, but
Well,
also a pint would be nice, thank you.
that'll be another silver, please.
Oh, well, all right then. This is awkward. I suppose I just, flick him another coin.
And you give him a coin, pours you a pint, and as you guys you can grab drinks. So it's just kind of sitting there doing like the thousand yard start into 3 of the empty pint glasses. The empty jugs, and it's just like, ah, fuck.
I say, Soth, and please enlighten me. I'm honestly not very perceptive. I'm going to be real with you. What exactly is the problem here?
You guys looks like Korga picked up on something you guys didn't.
I
Well,
believe so.
I definitely agree. We've been had by these black spiders.
Can I do like a history check on like what I know about these spider symbols, perhaps?
Yeah, from previous history checks, you guys are like talking, convening, you guys have found that the red brands were working for the black spider who had come to town to take over the Waybacker Cave and the mine to find the soul forge within. So you guys have found that the black spider seems to be like the top leader, or at least all you've heard, the topmost leader type role out of all the foes that you've seen thus far. Like Glassstaff led the red brands, but you found the note that he was also reporting to the black spider. You'd heard Sildar had mentioned talk of the black spider in the Cragmore caves as well. And within the castle, you found the map to the cave, as well as who you thought was Gundren. So it seems like the black spider is like the orchestrator of most of these events around this town.
Interesting. The spider with many legs.
They only have 8 legs. I say, like sipping my drink.
And I'm just like, yes, many legs.
I kind of facepalm.
Korgi, you enter back into the townmaster hall. Sildar looks up, like you in a bit of a state. You open the door roughly. Sildar looks up and says, "Oh, Korga, I take it Gundren's back."
No, he's not.
Oh,
I am
I see.
very sorry. Apparently, I have the most incompetent party ever.
I see.
I don't know if he is dead or just missing. I'm sorry,
Oh,
but I really need your help right now.
I see.
Do you know any other way to get to that mine?
Mine. I've had some talks with some of the locals recently. What's her name? Kayleen. She said that she knew of a druid nearby that apparently knows this land well.
This land is my land.
I'm not sure. She will know where he is. Perhaps she'd be out. That druid might have at least an idea of the right direction. He scratches his head a little bit and goes, otherwise, I think the shrine keeper, Sister Grail, she, there's some kind of creature to the northeast of here that I think she's been trying to commune with and find. She said something about asking it a question, so perhaps this creature could help you as well.
I'm familiar with this creature.
I know she lives near the shrine of luck, which you would see in the middle of town, and Colleen, I think, lives to the farmland to the southeast end of town.
Thank you very much.
Dude,
I cannot make any promises, but I will do what I can.
he reaches down and grabs at his sword. Would you like assistance in this? I offer my sword and to help. Because it's partially my responsibility
I
too.
will, once I have gathered the necessary information, I will return and accept your assistance.
Of course. Well, I'll finish a couple of things here and let me know.
Yes. To which then I leave.
Alrighty.
Diddly-dee.
And out you go.
Alright. I'm gonna take this time to go back to the inn and hopefully, make the party split and one goes to one and then the other one goes to the other and then we'll reconvene with that information and then, hopefully be on our merry way to save Gundren.
Kill.
Easy.
So, to the inn.
To the inn, and you make your way back to the inn. Most of the party seems to be still standing around. Lothrin and Kikari aren't quite making a lot of eye contact with each other. Like, they seem a little huffy at each other. And the rest are, but they're all slowly drinking or quickly drinking. Up to you guys.
Deep in thought. The spider.
I'm staying sober.
I've started making like a tally of how many times Lawrence says the spider and how many times he says spiders have 8 legs.
With many legs.
Oh yeah, with many legs. Like I've actually got a tally starting up.
Yep.
Like,
I'm an old man. This is how I think, okay?
DM?
Oh no, I was
I
just
missed
asking
what
what her tally was at this point.
I rolled a
I see.
d20 just to figure it out, and I came up with 11.
11. That sounds about right.
Yep. Lawrence is a out loud thinker. That's how I break down things.
At that point, I
Probably
hear
why
him,
you don't talk much.
I hear him say, the spider with many legs one more time, and I summon my familiar and have my spider crawl in front of him.
Oh, there it is. God.
I've just been like etching into the table a spider with my claw.
Easy enough.
You guys have no, respect to other people's property.
I drew it on my paper. Oh, I'm drawing on a napkin because my paper got ripped.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll see Korga come back and
Yeah, you guys-
steady myself.
Watch as Korga comes back in.
I walk up to him and we're like, I say, Korga, that's very perceptive of you. How do you figure that Gundren is a shapeshifter? That never even crossed my mind. You're a genius.
No. I said Gundren was either replaced with a shapeshifter or he is a shapeshifter. Two different things there.
I see. So, what kind of creature are we talking about? Like a mimic or?
I don't know. I didn't get to see the footprints.
The
I start
spider.
trying to look at Korga's ass to see the kiss marks on it.
Can I explain what the footprints look like to him from memory?
Yeah. You're able to describe, and
We had a pretty shit roll at that, looking at them.
yeah, it wasn't great, but it looked like there was. It was originally boot prints, and they seemed like dwarf size, slightly smaller than average foot, and then eventually, well, not even eventually, partway down the track, it stopped being these boot prints, and they were larger feet, even a little bit larger than yours, Lothran, and it looked like they had just slightly clawed toes, like slightly clawed nails that only just gently pressed into the dirt.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I use disguise self to redesign my foot. Wait, can I do like specific parts of the body?
It's okay. Just
You
Never
can-
mind.
explain to me you explained to me what you saw, right? Now,
Yep.
using my history with the monsters that I have fought as a child, I got a nat 20.
Oh shit!
Can I deduce from his childish bickering what the creature is?
Unfortunately, you can't deduce just from a description. You can't deduce what exactly it was, but from the sounds of it, it could have been a couple of different things. Like it could have been potentially like a were creature, like a were bear or such. But they don't shift into other. Like they can't change their humanoid appearance, so you kind of scratch that out. But you have heard of, or you do know of like doppelgangers and mimic-like creatures that can perfectly replicate like a creature they've seen's form.
Mhm.
So that's more closer to what you stick out with.
I see.
There are other creatures that could, much like Lothran can with like disguise self, magically alter what they look like, but you know that they don't actually change the physicality at all. So it wouldn't change the footprints if that's what it was. So you definitely lean more towards a doppelganger mimic type creature that alters its physicality itself.
Mhm, mhm.
And
There you go, Lawrence. That is what the knowledge I impart on you.
Interesting. I have traveled quite far and wide across this world, but I can't say that I've ever encountered such a creature. Very interesting, very interesting.
that means they're
The
doing their job well.
spine.
Would
Exactly.
I roll like a history or something to see if I can remember if there was a part where he started acting differently or looked slightly differently or something?
You don't even quite have
I'm
to
just-
roll. He didn't seem to act very different. Like it seemed the same voice, and you did have.
He was pretty
fairly-
nervous.
He seemed nervous, but in hindsight, you realise that could have been due to the ploy. But at the time, you thought it was more escaping death and being shaken from that. But in hindsight, you feel it could have been, being in that situation of like, I'm amongst enemies right now.
Yeah, because I was at the servo during the session where you guys found him, so I don't really know what he was like then.
Did you get some Vegemite?
Why would I go to the servo for Vegemite?
Tim Jams then.
Because you're Australian.
Go to
Your
fucking
meat pie.
Woolies.
Vegemite
Go to
grows on
Woolies.
trees here, you know.
It sure
Yeah.
does.
Just go to Woolies.
Those flawless Australian tie-ins. Anyways,
Fuck Woolies, go to Coles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
agree.
Fucking Coles gang.
yeah.
Cold
I
stuff.
worked for
Alright.
4 years at Woolies. Screw those
Okay.
people.
So
Okay.
I have to take some time to explain my next couple of movements because. Okay. So whilst I'm still kind of, blocking the door as I've just walked in, right?
Yep.
Obviously, already explained to Lawrence my knowledge. I'm going to address the entire party. Did any of you see Lothran go and investigate? What, were you awake when he left?
I slept so well that night, Korga. You won't believe. I don't think I've ever slept so well out in the bush like that. Out in the middle of nowhere. It was fantastic. I woke up
Okay, so
feeling
what-
refreshed and
You could have just
Can
said.
any
"You're
of
still
you
asleep."
prove that Lothran is Lothran?
oh,
Can
That's
a
what we're
mimic
getting at.
speak Elvish?
You,
I don't know much about mimics. I didn't see them much in my where I come from.
I don't even know mimics exist.
That's exactly what a mimic would say.
That's exactly what it would say.
That's exactly what the imposter would say.
Yes, the same joke 3 times makes it funnier.
Makes sense.
it
I
happens
don't
more
think
often
any
than
of
you
us are
think.
awake.
No, at that point, no one else was awake.
Okay. I
Is there like a
suggest.
test or something we can do? Like, do they also inherit their memories?
No, I
Can we
just.
see Lothran right now?
Yeah. Lothran, are you still in the room?
Yeah, I'm standing there listening to this.
Just on the
Okay.
table still.
Just.
Off the top of your head, Kakari, you do know that your moonbeam is very effective against shape changes, and if they fail their check within it, then they revert back to their original form.
I do have an idea.
But like
Classic
looking
sitcom
at him
Does
episode
it
in a
stuff.
way,
involve
like,
torture? Because I'm not up for
No.
that idea.
Remove all your belongings and put them on the table.
Oh, of course.
If you are the shapeshifter, you will have the map.
Not true. I could have hidden the map anywhere. If I was the shapeshifter, I would definitely do that.
I just facepalm.
Is
he
this
does have a
resistance?
point.
You were not helping your case here, Lothran.
I kind of walk slowly towards Korga and I whisper in his ear the thing that I know about the moonbeam thing, and I just keep my eyes on Lothran the whole time.
I really don't want you to waste your spell today.
It's more of a last resort, I say casually.
Remove
I
your
don't like
belongings, Lothran. Put them on the table.
Like all of them?
Prove to me, yes, all of them. Prove to me and the party that you are Lothran.
Um,
I'm gonna go to like the owners and just like apologize and try to like walk them at the back.
You
Me too, yeah.
you-
We're like, I'm
you look
so,
over
so
at
No,
the
sorry.
you all need to
bartenders.
stay here.
You look over at the bartenders, and Torben's actually standing there with like a bucket of medieval popcorn, and he's just like, so it's just corn kernels, and he's just chucking them back like, these guys are really good.
This is great, bro.
Buttered corn.
These
In
guys,
fact,
staring.
you all should put your belongings on tables.
he's got his,
Soth,
The moment
Georgie, and I cannot determine that any of you are doppelgangers.
the moment he
Oh.
says that, I look at him and just interrupt him as he's speaking, and say, "Well, how do we know that you're not a doppelganger? The real
How
cool
about
people
everyone
believe
just
us
gets naked?
in the forest like that." I'm up for that.
Yay!
the
It's not
bartender
that easy.
like reaches over and covers his his young boy's eyes, who's kind of wandered out from a back room. He's like, "What's going on, pa?" And it's like, "Oh, it's getting
Maybe we
interesting,
should take
boy."
this somewhere else.
Could we rent like a large room or something? You know, like
Okay.
I
There's
know
no
y'all
time
are
for
really happy to have an orgy, but I'm a bit uncomfortable with this. In
You don't have
public.
to remove your clothes. You just your.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if he's
like,
sweating
you
the
need to
map up
empty
his
your pocket.
ass? You know what he's like.
Ugh.
He'd fucking do it.
All right, let's all
No,
be
the
rational about this.
shapeshifter would do that. I mean, Lothran would do that.
Call him a
Yes,
bitch
true.
and elf, and then just wink. This is
Fucking-
my
I'm
revenge.
like, oh,
Okay, yeah, I'll start removing my gear.
So you start
And
unstrapping.
I'll especially, I'll
Just
emphasize.
before this happens, I need to yell out to Georgie to get Kakari to come down as well.
Oh, can't it? Yeah.
Over here. You mean
No,
can't.
I got Kakari, Kana.
Kana.
Too many fucking names.
Sorry, easy enough. Kana, you hear at your door like a loud knocking, like, come on, fox bitch, it's time.
How long has it been at this point?
At this point, you've been very close to finishing your ritual. In fact, as he's knocking, you're about like 10 seconds off. Because it's been a fair while of people traveling
Yeah.
back and forth and talking and discussing information.
All right, cool. Well, I assume I have time to just finish off my ritual.
As you don't hear a reply about another 5 seconds in, he knocks again. I don't have a fucking day!
I'm just
That's
gonna
my
ignore
boy.
him. Finish off my ritual. Have my little pseudo dragon
Yeah, and you finish it.
pop out.
Your pseudo dragon forms ahead of you again. And
Yeah.
gives like a little yawn and climbs back onto your shoulder.
Yo, yay.
Had to quickly finish off.
Yeah, just had to run one out
What Fluffy Boy said.
so quickly.
And I'll get up, open the door. I'm like, what the fuck do you want, you ugly little goblin cunt?
It's
Hey.
a tall fucking
Wow.
furry bitch.
Goblin-ish.
Wait, fucking little shit's interrupting my fucking ritual.
I
we
don't
vote
know what
off
the fuck
Connor?
you're doing. All I know is father says to get down in the fucking room.
Oh, well, your damn father can wait 10 seconds.
Just fucking go down the stairs. I'm king now. Shut the fuck up.
Being of the goblins, not king of me,
He has too
bitch.
much power.
And he stands back.
So,
King of Gosnells.
yeah, they're all goblins, right?
Yeah.
Goslins.
Goslins.
And as you
Well, I guess I'll follow him back down the stairs with the strong intention of kicking him.
oh no, he waits for you to go
I mean,
first.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Oh.
no, he's
Yeah.
making sure you go
But-
down the stairs. He's not gonna.
Wow.
Wow.
But
wow,
also
wow.
with the sheer malice that's enveloping the room on the bottom floor, I don't know. Do you really want to fuck with that?
Yeah, true.
Is it? Yeah, you heard the yelling. You know
Uh.
something's going wrong.
Yeah, just like, oh, fucking hell. Alright, I'll just roll my eyes, go downstairs, see what the fuck's happening.
Alright.
Anyway,
So catch up, Kana. Blah 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 blah.
blah blah blah.
Yep.
Yep.
Now
Oh, dang!
addressing the party.
Oh wow.
I'm sure we can all agree that Kana can't be a shapeshifter because she was absorbed, sucked into a genie in a bottle. Bullshit.
I'm sorry, I have to do that every time. I don't know why.
Absolutely.
Yes,
not.
party. Right.
Yes,
I indeed, I
Alright.
made sure to pick up her bottle. I remember having it on me, so yes, that
Kind
is
of
true.
point of reference. Unfortunately, her bottle only lasts for like 4 hours at a time. So at some point, as you guys were settling
Oh.
down to camp, she did come out of the bottle and then rest with you guys as well. That is something I forgot. It's
Oh.
limited.
I just
So,
imagine
yes.
she came out of her bottle, saw everyone sleeping. I was like, eh, and then she goes to sleep too.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, oh, we all napping? I
Are we sleeping? Okay.
Comes out for
Nice.
nap time.
But yeah.
Alright.
You
Well,
guys catch up.
if you would be so kind, if everyone would place their belongings on this table.
I comply. Like, there's no point, like, arguing.
Yeah.
There's nothing to hide.
Would
Other
you
than my
also
giant.
agree to be patted down?
Oh, yes,
No.
Daddy.
Oh yeah.
You don't agree to be
Lawrence.
patted down.
I'm patted
That's
down.
not happening.
I want to be patted down. No. I'm gonna, remove all my belongings except for my little gem pouch.
You keep your gem pouch tucked away, but you pull out, and Korga, you notice he pulls out a long sword and places it on the table and weapons, etc. And everyone, one by one, puts all their gear on the table. Or you
removing everything except my
Everything.
Hoshinatama.
seeing as there's
Everything
like
but the armor
Yeah.
I'm wearing.
Yep. Seeing as there's actually like 7 of you, you guys pull over another table, and over 2 tables you have all your gear spread.
Nice.
Be like
Lawrence
one of
is
those
just
like
in... Oh yeah, go for it.
one of those movies where people just pull out an obscene amount of weapons out of all their like little
Yeah.
like
Yep.
I said all of it.
5 knives, one on my ankle, one on my shoulder. There we go.
Someone's got a
forget
gun,
the-
and it's just like, where the fuck did this come from?
Why did we use
Oh,
that
sorry.
earlier?
That was mine, yes.
Oh, I just forgot I had it. It was next to my katana, like easy
Yeah,
mistake.
Tips fedora.
No,
So
Yeah,
Lawrence
has
no,
just been like
be
a...
patted down.
Yeah.
I'm not taking. I am keeping my Hoshinatama
Yep.
in my
Yeah, all
tail, but I am
Hoshinatama.
happily removing everything else.
yeah,
That
no,
bitch
I'm
does
joking.
not leave my person.
I basically like almost strip, like just go back down to like my bare essentials. I just put my cloak and everything because it's got like hidden pouches and shit, just to show that I haven't got anything.
Yeah, and you go to like remove one sleeve, and the rest are like, "Well, no, it's okay." You're like, "Oh, okay."
While I'm blocking the door, I'll get Soth to do the patting down and looking at all the gear.
Okay.
Alrighty, he'll go through and he'll start that down. We'll make some investigation checks.
A wing.
Lothar and
I'm gonna swing the pouch between my cheeks.
make
If
a
I can.
make a sleight of hand. Lothar.
Sleight of ass, you mean?
Sleight
Yeah,
of ass.
like usually it hangs down by my hips. So I'm just gonna like swing it between
Of
my
course it
cheeks.
does. Just holding on.
Nat 20.
Okay. Oh shit!
Man,
LMAO.
you know,
Well
you
played.
get a lot of nat
Yours
20s.
is lucky.
Very
It's online, bro. Look at the logs.
It is not.
Yeah, but anyone
he
can
got it.
fucking... Yeah,
Anyone
I know.
can what?
Anyone can hack D&D
Just
Beyond.
wait till he gets reliable talent.
Oh god, yeah.
Wait for
That stops him from getting anything under a 1
Yeah,
of
wait until we
10.
get into combat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
there
can't get
are-
anything below a 10, so I always succeed anything that's like.
Just by Googling, there are 4 D&D Beyond Chrome extensions, as well
Oh.
as whatever, to
Good to know. Good to know.
fix dice.
Okay, well I'm not fucking
Let's
fixing
not.
dice.
That's fine.
That's exactly what a mimic would say.
That's kind of sus, bro.
So he goes through and
I'm screaming my fucking scream.
Soth,
Okay, but I'm not the one with a sack up my ass. So.
yeah, no, you're not. Soth pats each of you down and doesn't find anything hidden. Actually, no, you'll be fine. Except as he gets to you, Lothar, he goes, "Man, you're real tense, hey."
Well, I've just been accused of being a mimic.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fair enough. And he goes through and he goes, "Yeah, I didn't find anything. Like, they seem to be clean."
Not even our missing sword.
I don't see a missing one, but there's a. Saw him put a longsword down on the table. Is that?
Does it have runes carved into it?
I think you'll find that it doesn't.
I haven't checked. And he slides over the sword and goes, "Not that I can see."
So strange for a non-longsword user to have a longsword.
Well, I was gonna, give it back to Volk, because he seems to be getting all of his swords stolen by pieces of shit.
Oh, that's
Shapeshifter
thoughtful.
mimic people.
Yeah. Convenient, since you have a longsword, huh?
I fucking covered the runes. Yes. Take off the
Anyway.
scratch.
Okay. So so Soth, are we convinced that, everyone's clear?
Yeah, I mean, they fucked up, but I don't think any of them are in on it.
Hey, we fucked up.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. So can we put this all
No.
behind us?
Yeah, I'm going to for the sake of this mission.
All right.
But you're all
then, so
fucking idiots.
What is our next step?
So how long
Korga?
did you know that he was a mimic?
Alright.
Korgo.
Hmm?
How long
By
did you know
putting
Or
the subtle
check.
clues that the DM provided last week together.
while you were on the
And-
cart back or before
While you were
you
giving
left?
us the bird.
No.
Korga,
I wish
you
to
continue.
divide the party into 2 groups, right? Soldar has offered his assistance for us to carry on this mission, but we need to gain 2 bits of information. 1, we need to know how to get to the mine, because that's the end goal, right? That's where we're going to meet the spider. 2, we need to find out more information about the spider. Now, Soldar has bestowed me with his knowledge that there are 2 people in this little shithole that might have this, the information that we're after. So we're divided into 2 groups. One of you are going to go find the shrine lady, and we're going to go find the other bitch.
Shrine priestess.
Yeah, so divide yourselves up into 2 groups.
It's like being
All
in
right, where's
school.
the shrine?
Now
Well,
everyone
you're
is
getting
together.
fast.
You guys have seen the Shrine of Luck in the middle of the town square. It was the
You mean the Shrine of Suck?
you motherfucker.
I did that like 3 sessions ago.
I know I've
on the
changed it once
show.
already, but I guess it got changed back. Yeah, there was a stone statue of the kneeling robed one with the stone coin on her outstretched palms. And yeah, you guys have all seen that walking through town.
I suppose Lawrence is slowly putting on his clothes, being like, "Oh, this blood-stained and cut-up shirt. Goodness gracious me. I say, Kakari, would you like to go searching together? Perhaps we can try this Shrine of Luck. It's nearby."
I nod, sure. As I
I'll
start
take
collecting all my
Georgie.
shit.
Soth. And I don't trust Lothran anymore.
You've made that very apparent. My heart aches.
Lauren, can you put your dick away already?
I'm sure it does.
Lothran, sorry.
My dick. Pretty sure it hasn't been out, sadly.
And I'm like, and Georgie hops into my little baby carrier.
Like Swift. And as he straps down, you watch him pull out a skull, like a fractured skull segment of like the eye holes and the nose, and he slots it onto his face. He goes, "It scrolls.
I know. You're the best.
Let's go." And so you guys separate.
Yep.
And break. One,
Yeah.
2, 3. Let's go, team.
Yeah, I'm not going with Korga.
Fair enough. So it'd be Korga, Soth, Georgie, and Gunnar. Who are you going with?
Who's with who?
It's just Korga, Soth, and Georgie on there by themselves at the moment.
And then the rest of them.
And how many's that?
It's,
That's 3.
2 really.
yeah, two and one NPC, and then the other group is 4.
Well, I might as well go with them and just even it out.
Yeah,
Alrighty,
make it 3.
easy enough. So you guys split. As Lothran, Hikari, Volk, and
Oh, wait,
Lawrence,
that's 4 of them.
Yes. Yes.
so you guys head out the inn and head towards the shrine. And you see like a stone barrier that kind of builds up to a peak behind the statue, and then the statue there. And Lothran, you recognize a weirdly large raven that's sitting perched on the stone wall around the statue, and it's sitting there with one claw on the stone, and it seems to have like a package bundled in its other claw. The rest of you guys see it, it's a little bit bigger, or actually not even a little bit. It's quite large. It's probably about like Labrador-ish sized raven. And as you guys exit, it kind of turns its head and like scans over each of you.
Yeah.
And let's start like ah.
Oh.
If it's like can speak animal, like can I understand him?
You can actually.
Yes.
You hear him.
Animal.
It's
Ooh.
He's,
Put me in, coach.
what was it? Yeah. Well, what
What?
he called was effectively like, "Oh, good, my friend," is what you got from it, Hikari. And Loz, I know you've got like. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, it's the fucking rich dude's bed.
So, Lawrence, you had
Put
a
some flavor on it, I
a
suppose he'll
flavor
be like,
description.
hello. Yes, fantastic, hell yeah. So, first of all, the instant Lawrence sees the bird, his face lights up with childlike recognition. He goes, Bartleby! And you see him absolutely just freak out and run over to the bird. And Kakari, I suppose you're able to hear him be like, Lawrence! The bird says back in response. And yeah, so Bartleby is a pretty large raven. You can see that the tips of his wings are dyed purple, probably at great expense to its master. You're not sure whether it's magically or just a dye, but you can probably assume that it's magic. Yeah, so Bartleby comes up to Lawrence, and Lawrence is ecstatic. And he says, "Oh my goodness, Bartleby, what are you doing here? Oh yes, well, I suppose I called for you, didn't I? Oh my goodness, I just So yeah, Lawrence is just absolutely freaking out, being a child, being like, "Oh my goodness gracious, Bartleby, it's so good to see you."
Akara's probably freaking out a little bit because she likes animals, so like her eyes probably do the thing that cats do when they're hell excited, and she's like, "Oh, bird!" And then she like goes to like I guess try to pat it, but like be gentle so the like Bartleby doesn't freak out.
Yeah,
So-
I tell Kakari, "Oh yes, please feel free. Bartleby is the most kind soul I've ever met.
And-
He was pretty much my only friend I had when I was growing up. If I'm being honest with you, he's a good bird. He's a very good bird. Aren't you, Bartleby?"
Not surprising.
I accidentally say like, "Oh, that's sad." I just keep patting the bird.
Yeah, and as you pat him, he
suppose.
definitely like leans into it with like the top of his head. And it's strange for you to pet such like a large bird, but his feathers are quite soft and it's quite pleasing. Yeah.
So good to see you, Bartleby. I suppose you brought a package for me, did you?
And you know that his this next call is a little bit more somber than usual, and he does reach his claw out and like reach it out towards you, Lawrence.
Oh, I say, Bartleby, you have a message. Okay, I assume he has a message tied to his leg.
No, he's just got like the package in his claw.
Oh, I see. Oh well, thank you, Bartleby. I suppose I'll take the package from him.
Yep, you take a package, and you you already know what it's going to be, but it's quite a large,
Let's go.
decent like size package. And do you open it now or?
I suppose I'll hold on to it for the time being. I'm
Oh,
still so
okay.
excited of seeing Bartleby. I'm just like, oh yes, I'll open this later. Bartleby, we have to catch up. We have to get a drink together. Something. Ravenseed. I suppose you would prefer Ravenseed, wouldn't you?
You can get a coffee with your bird at home.
I suppose I let Bartleby, well, I suppose he's maybe a bit too big to chill out on my shoulder, but I just feel like, Bartleby, for the time being, would you like to rest before you head on home? You can hang out with us for a little while, can't you?
And it lets out like a coo, like a coo, as he nods.
Oh, it's so good to see you again, old friend.
And
Lawrence
that-
lets out a
he-
single manly tear.
he gives you a wink.
Oh God. I'd probably summon my like raven just so that they could vibe, and then okay, all right, we really got to get going, otherwise Korga will shove something really far up our ass. So we better get going.
Meanwhile, the bird's just like,
Yeah, they're doing
They're
like
just
a bird
wild.
dance.
It's my scythe.
I know
All
that
right.
like I would not roll high against Korga if he's like flashes at you. I'd probably roll like a 1, so I'm gonna get going. Go to the shrine of luck.
Okay. Yes, Bartleby, we're investigating some sort of shrine. Let's go have a look, shall we?
And he kind of turns and looks at the shrine directly behind him and goes, "Oh,
Yes, correct. I see you found it already.
Oh, he's
oh."
pretty fucking big. Probably turns around and sees half the town. Bet if he took a shit on someone's roof, it'd take them weeks to get it off.
Oh. Yeah, it'd be like throwing dog shit on
Unreal.
someone's house. But besides the shrine, you do see 2 separate houses and what looks like a small shed, like directly behind behind the shrine as well.
Oh, cool. Because
Cool.
obviously this. Oh well, I don't know because I never heard like Korga say if they were a druid or not. But like, would I see any druidic writing anywhere?
Make a perception check.
Yeah. We've only got a 9.
Hang on. Having a look around and even kind of walking up to some of these houses and having a look over, you don't see any druidic writing, but on the house in the middle, you do see hanging from just above the doorway a small leather strap with what looks like a coin hanging from it.
Because Korga never told us any details about this person. He just said the bitch that lives near the fountain. Hey,
Well, yeah,
Well,
he's
I
one
mean,
lives near the shrine.
In sake of time, just I'm doing the best that I can.
No, that's fine. That's fair.
he told you all the info that he heard, but yeah, all he really got
Oh,
was
okay.
someone who lived near the shrine.
Fair enough. I guess we're just gonna have to knock on both doors. I guess.
Alrighty.
Which one do we do first?
I'll knock on the right one.
I'll knock on the one that I'm just standing in front of.
All right, so
Yeah, well, the other one then.
you both got knocking doors. Lothran, the door opens you to like a older, older halfling man. He's kind of wrinkled in the face and he's got grey hair, long grey hair, and he goes, "Yes, how can I help you?" He's got a walking
would
stick
you-
he leans on.
Would there perhaps be a woman in your house, kind sir?
I wish, boy. It's been many a moon since I've seen a woman in this home, at least.
Adding that on, yes.
Okay, then I must be at the wrong house, kind sir.
Would you
Sorry
like to
to knock
come
on
in
your-
for some tea?
Oh, I would love to, but I'm in quite a lot of duress right now.
Can we
I'm
roll
under-
for the old man to think that Lothran is a woman?
He's unfortunately
Roll for perception.
Because you got long hair and probably don't have any
Yeah.
facial hair, and
I do have long
He-
hair and
he-
no facial
and
hair.
He
elves
rolled.
have kind of feminine kind of.
He rolled high enough that he got a 13 plus 1. So yeah, he's like, unless would
Sorry,
you?
what?
He goes, yeah. Would you like some tea? And I am.
Oh, I suppose I have time for a bit of tea.
Please
This is how you get poisoned.
come
If I
in.
get poisoned, they're better than Korga. Okay, I'm gonna enter the house, I suppose.
Yeah,
It's
you
a random old guy's house.
you enter the house, and
Why not?
it's pretty sparse. Like you don't see any paintings or pictures on the walls, and like he kind of leads towards a living type room, and you see that the furniture all has these white sheets draped over it. And he goes, "I don't like my furniture getting dirty. Please sit down, and I'll fetch the tea."
Has he
Oh.
got like a bowl of hardened candy that's all stuck
Yeah.
together or something?
At least my
He does see
weather-
a bowl of candy.
It's not
Do-
creepy at all.
Do Werthers exist in D&D? They
Please.
do now.
Have one if you like. And he scoots off to presumably fetch some tea.
I'm just saying, you put me into this mess.
You're having the time of your life. Don't you fucking lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a piece of candy and sit down, I suppose. Wait,
candy.
You'd be so fucking easy to kidnap.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if this old man poisons me, I'm done for.
I would find it
Yeah.
hilarious.
So as Lothar, you wait there for this old man's tea. You do try to grab one of the candies, and yeah, it's like Kiko's. It's all hardened and stuck together. It's been a long time since it's been touched.
I'm gonna do the classic thing, just pick it up by the candy and shake it with my hand underneath the bowl.
Takes a little bit, but you eventually snap off a piece.
Yeah.
Do you try it?
I
When
dust
the
it off
DM
my shirt
asks
first.
if you try it.
You
Dust it off on my shirt and then, yeah, try it.
you try it. It's not bad. It's like the age is definitely it's lost a lot of its flavor, but you don't feel poisoned.
You don't feel poison.
Not yet.
You never do if it's the good poison.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I'll just sit there.
That's the
and yeah,
good
you wait
poison,
for
that
this
is.
tea. Kikari, you knock on the other door, and it takes a little bit, and then eventually a woman opens the door, and you see a fairly young elf with shiny blonde hair and like an elvish half plait, which goes most of the way down her back, and she's got the typical kind of sharp, angular, elfish features, and she goes, "Oh, hello. Can I help you?"
I greet her politely in Elvish first. Like just like, oh hello, like I don't know, other elves like pointy ears or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. You give the proper polite elf greeting, and she slips into Elvish as well and goes, "Oh, I see. Oh, nice to meet you. Is there something I can do for you?" And you see she's also dressed in like a very light grey shawl and robe type deal tied at the front. May I help you, Will?
Is anyone else with me, or is it just kind of me and like Volk just chilling, looking at the bird or something, like ready to eat it, like a cat does?
I feel like
I'm gonna be
me
real
and
with you.
Lauren-
I'm just yeah.
Me and
Yeah,
Lawrence
you're
are going to
you're
be
freaking
like,
out with your bird.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to be behind you. I'm going to be like wondering why the heck Lothrin just walked into Elfrine's house and just standing there.
Come on in, Sonny.
Just standing there staring at the house in bewilderment, like, what the fuck?
Is there a white van?
Yeah, there's like
Old man.
candy painted on the door. Free
Come on
candy.
over. I got
I
some
saw that and still
popsicles.
knocked on the door.
Some popsicles.
I'm watching from a distance.
Yeah.
Now the question is, do I rob this old man?
Oh god.
Yeah, you probably would, knowing him.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, depends how good the tea is.
Yeah, if the tea's shit, I'm gonna rob him for everything he's worth.
It's probably not worth much, to be honest.
Don't worry, Sonny. My tea slaps.
You know this is the final boss. Just like this is the shapeshifter final boss.
Like, I'll slap you.
Come at me, boy.
So,
Probably moving away from Pit.
yeah. So, Kari, yeah, you're talking to some elven lass.
Yeah. I'd probably like continue in Elvish because it's kind of like elves just like talking in Elvish to each other, I guess.
Yeah, and Volk
and I'd be
standing
like-
behind you, like, cool. No worries.
Yeah. Sweet. It's not like I wanted to understand the conversation or anything. And I'd probably like say, I was told we were they're really bad at like coming up with conversations on the spot. Jesus Christ, just like real
Big
life.
same. I'm in this photo and I hate it.
My friends and I are looking for a mine, and we heard that someone around here would know where it is. I would probably give like a general description of what I know, like this kind of mine that you mine shit in. I don't know.
Yep, you give the description of a mine that you mine shit in. And
Okay, but I'm not good at conversations I have to come up with on the spot. I practice shit for like 10 minutes at least before.
And she goes, mine, unfortunately I don't... I've heard the tale of the Phandelver Pact and that mine, but I don't know where it is, I'm sorry. But... There's one I know that might be able to help you, but I haven't been able to get any real information out of her. There's a spectre named Agatha to the northeast. She's along the Tribord Trail in one of the old abandoned towns, and it says that she knows everything about this area. She might know the answer to the mine, to where this mine is that you seek. I can give you directions if you like.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Would I be able to write them? Could I please write them down?
Yeah, I'll send them to you on Faerun maps, and then you can follow those on your. I don't have a name for a ancient.
Sundial.
Yeah, on your sundial device.
Discord.
What?
What?
Fantasy equivalent of Discord.
No, like Google Maps.
Oh,
That's
nice.
all. But yeah, so you can, yeah. So if you
Wish.
Wish.com map.
oh god, if you head north and head east along the Tribord Trail, you'll eventually come to the town of Conyberry, where while it's abandoned, a spirit lives there, and her name is Agatha. But you can't miss it if you just follow the Tribord Trail. I think
I nod, slightly thinking about how my party has a bit of a difficulty following trails.
yeah.
I'll try my best. I also asked, what was the story of the other mine you were telling me?
Otherwise, this is the Phandelver mine.
Yeah.
I heard it's where long ago they used to forge magical items before it was eventually overrun by orcs and lost to the ages, and no one's been able to find it again.
Oh. I say curiously, like, oh, I know a certain party member who would want to find some magical items. I think that to myself, though I don't say it out loud.
Fair enough.
And I like kind of bow politely to her, and I say, "Thank you so much for all the help."
And she bows back and says, "No, of course. Sorry I couldn't be of more assistance."
It's okay. It's always good to talk to a friendly face.
And you, stay in the light, sister.
I like kind of nod my head and okay, yeah, just Korga screaming in the town behind us. Like,
Hurry the fuck up!
I say goodbye and then I just like kind of wait. I was like go back to Volk and I'm like, where the fuck did he go?
I
Just
saw him
Lothrin.
walk into some creepy old man's house. I'm a bit worried. How did that go?
Yeah, it went well. Well, she didn't tell me that she knew of like the mine that we're looking for, but she told me about a fabled mine and she told me about a spirit that can tell us more about the land.
Wait, where's the spirit?
I just kind of explained to him
Yeah, you
the whole thing.
you relayed information.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. I think Lothrin needs an adult right now. Let's go check.
No,
on
no,
him.
no, I've got this. Trust me, this is the part where you guys get no information, and it turns out the old man owns the mine.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
At this point, yeah, Lothrin is sitting there, and the old man comes out with like tea. His hand's shaking a little. He's like, "Here you go. Here's for you. My arthritis kicks up, so I'm gonna go get my tea now. I'll be back in a second." And he starts to shuffle away with his walking stick.
The tea's cold because that's how long it took for him to get it to you.
Yeah, how hot's the tea?
It's warm. It's not. It wouldn't burn your mouth, but it's not like a nice hot tea temperature.
Yeah, I'll start sipping.
So it's okay. It's like
okay.
whatever
It'll live for now.
whatever's under Earl Grey. It's that grade.
Yeah. I've had better tea. but-
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
Yeah.
It's like Yorkshire tea. It's just like yeah.
Look at you, spiffing Brit.
Who's this? What's that, like, fake sugar?
Oh no, there's no
Yeah.
sugar. It's
Blender or
it's
something.
just
Yeah.
like the tea
Straight
bag
tea.
and that's it.
Oh, beautiful.
Teabag.
I was gonna say you put like that shitty fake sugar in it. It's really bad.
I don't know if they have fake medieval sugar unless it's just straight up cocaine or something.
Yeah. I mean, I really don't know what I'm doing in this situation. Hey. I sort of got
Neither do
roped
we.
into-
We're just like, ah.
Yeah, I suppose I'll look around the room I'm in. It's just a plain room, right?
Yeah, it's very plain. There is a fireplace that looks like it's got one bit of half-burnt wood in it, and otherwise there's the couch you're sitting on and a couch opposite it with white sheets draped over them, and a small coffee table in the middle which has that hardened candy within. And shortly after, the man comes back in with his tea and he sits down opposite you and goes, "So, you've come to pay an old man a visit, eh?" And he,
Well, you know, when I woke up this morning, it wasn't my intentions, but I'm always a man of the community. First and foremost, I'm here to help you out, kind sir.
"I see.
An old man in need is an adventurer's promise indeed.
Priority.
Priority indeed.
Well, that's good to hear. I've got some ceiling shingles that have fallen off. If you could repair those for me."
Yeah. Am I in a rush right now? Check my.
I mean,
fake-
we're all just waiting for you to get out of the old man's house, like Volk.
Is there
And
a
I
window
just-
we can peek through?
Yeah.
peek
Yeah,
through the
there is a
window.
window, and the curtains are mostly drawn. Make a perception check, both of you.
Yeah. I was gonna say I want to like be next to Volk and like trying to peek through the window too.
Just our heads popping up.
I rolled an 8.
17.
Alright, it's hard to see. You see two silhouettes in the room, but you do see effectively the whole scene. There's enough light
I
poking
pushed
through.
Kakari out the way.
Yeah, you push it. You're like, "No, I want to see." And you
You're
see,
standing on me, like you're standing on my back or something.
Volk, as you peer in, you see the old man kind of lick his lips a little, like,
Oh god.
I can't offer you much in pay, my dear boy.
Oh god.
Maybe we could come to an arrangement.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
You watch old man hentai?
That's
that guy
canon.
has dry mouth.
Absolutely. I am actually in need of some information right now. We could perhaps do an information for roof shingle deed.
Of course. I love truth and truth.
Would you perhaps happen to know about some sort of mine? Specifically, the details I've forgotten. Out of character, what is special about this mine again?
It's where magical items were forged. You've all heard of it, like the Waybacker Caves, where the Phandelver's pact was.
Yeah.
That I got the story from.
Yeah.
What the story about?
So yeah, you guys.
Yeah. You're a man wise who seems wise for his years. Would you happen to know about a magical mine of some sort?
Oh yes, I do. If you fix some shingles for me, I'll tell you where it is.
Am I getting scammed?
Make
Can
an
insight?
insight check.
I'll roll with real dice. I got 12 on the side.
He has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
He just wants his roof fixed.
He just wants his roof fixed.
And in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, will the old man get his roof fixed?
For stale tea and no information.
Yeah. I'd love to fix your roof for you at some point. Let me just thank you for the tea. I'll just go tell my party that I will fix your roof.
Hurry back.
Of course.
And he goes to get up to let you out.
I'll rush out by myself.
So you rush out and go, okay, come back, you hear? And you kind of rush out and close the door and take a moment.
No, I'm not taking a moment. I'm bolting.
No, fair enough.
I was gonna say, like, as you fly past, you see like Kakari's on like her hands and knees, like next to the window, and Volk's just standing on her back, like trying to look through the window, and you just you make eye contact. You make eye contact, and then you just keep running, but we're still like, what the fuck?
Yeah, both of us just do that, like, what the fuck?
Wait, before I do that, can I just quickly scribble out like on a piece of parchment if I have any, just an IOU?
Yeah. As you're on your way out, you can easily like tear off just a piece of paper and scratch in like an IOU. Takes you a little bit longer, so you get out the door, you quickly scribble it down, slide it back through under the door jamb, and then you bolt.
We just make this one step funnier.
Go ahead.
The piece of paper that you use is the paper that you took from Kokari, and she was drawing the entire party, but it looks like hyper realistic and really good, and the piece of paper you managed to rip was like a picture of yourself.
Yeah.
You just
like a calling card.
Yeah, basically. You gave the old man a drawing of yourself that says I owe you one.
You hastily scribbled on the back.
Yeah.
I look back in the window. Is the old man still there? Is he doing anything strange?
He's kind of sitting on the chair. He's got his walking stick leaning against the arm of the chair, and he just kind of folds his hands on his belly, and he kind of looks up at the ceiling.
Oh motherfucker, he just died.
A little bit.
This creeps me out. Let's go.
I'm coming back to that man.
And as you're about to hop off of Kari's back, you watch him like look down, and a single tear rolls from his eye.
Oh, he just wanted a friend.
I will fix this man's roof if I have time.
I will come back, I swear.
And with that, we'll bring this episode to a close. As
GG.
Lothrin runs off, just like, no, fuck that.
Accidentally gives him a picture of himself.
Yeah.
This is what I look like, by
I
the
didn't
way.
even see that part. Just like, I just saw the IOU part slide under the door, but I accidentally flipped it, slid under the picture instead.
Yeah.
Something to remember me
See
by.
you next time, winky face.
IOU with love.
I'll never forget you.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, good session, boys.
yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you all for coming by and watching this episode of Dungeons and Dingoes. We stream our episodes every week on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time. The episodes are then uploaded to all podcasting platforms like Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Play, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is, on the Sunday following, with the VOD going up the day after. Outside of that, you can check out our Twitter at Dungeons and Dingoes for updates and news and trying to play the social game, giving that a go. Outside of that, you can catch most of us dudes on Friday, and we play other games, streaming and shit. That's twitch.tv/Korga of Iron, and also Suba_69, and obviously myself. So, you know, there's some shout outs, and they're on Twitter as well if you want to check those out. Otherwise, anyone doing anything fun in the next week?
I don't understand Twitter, kiddos.
Yes, I will be streaming Rogue Company in like 5 hours.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice, very nice.
Yeah, sounds like it. So yeah, so check out Korga of Iron on Twitch, and
Yeah,
I will
appreciate
be,
that.
Yeah, do it.
and
And I will be streaming whenever the fuck I feel like because I don't have a schedule because I'm a bad streamer. But whatever.
Yes,
Well, yeah.
just good advertising.
That's-
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know
The
if
most
that will
popular
convince
streamer.
anyone, but sure.
Don't watch me. I'm very mediocre.
That's Lawrence.
But,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, Lawrence.
Also, shout
Oh,
out to
you-
Bartleby. Fucking thank you, DM. I'm so
Awesome.
happy that he's here. Yay, yay.
And thank you guys heaps as well for a couple of reads. That was dope as shit. Thank you. For,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Thank you for that. And
Yeah, very dope.
so yeah, apart from that,
Catch you next time,
we'll
kiddos.
see you guys next week. Thank you again, and see you around. Bye.
Peace.
Did you do blah blah blah? Boom. Bye.